Oh, look at that, long distance travelers. You know, as practical as it may seem, it just seems to be something a little bit off about having a trailer with a motorcycle. That's just me, though. Cool bike. I do have some clips of my riding the Goldwing twice out to the. I don't know if I videotaped both of them, but and that was the time of videotape. But at least one trip out of the 3 that I took out to the West Coast and back. 2 of them were on a Goldwing, and I know I had the point of view camera. So, I was in the shop yesterday, the local dealer, getting the thing dyno-tuned, and it does noticeably more power. Holy moly. I am surprised. This thing's quick. Far enough, I guess, from the wind noise. You can still hear stuff, but actually it's good. You can still hear my voice clearly, but at the same time hear the environmental noises. I've heard some people who are actually very good motorcycle vloggers and know all about the audio stuff and visual equipment, but it's really too quiet. They might as well be, it's almost like they're dictating it over the, after the ride is over. So I noticed that. I think, especially when you use something like a Cena. I'm not talking from experience, I'm talking from what I've seen on YouTube. It's not just 1 or 2 people, it's a lot of people who use these Cenas. And I guess they got a waterproof case, maybe they use Bluetooth mics, I'm not sure. But I actually do like the, I do like this. The only thing is if it's a heavy downpour, I think I would probably have to have some problems with the camera and the card. Flash card. Well, I put the camera back on because it looks like I went right into rain. That looks like rain right there. Rain and fog. Just had to show this. Still on the Palisades Parkway, which is Route 9 North. And there's 202. I was on 202 the other day. But, wow. What a change in temperature. It's actually, I feel cool. Not cold, but cool in this summer mesh jacket, which felt hot. It's an excellent jacket from Harley Davidson. As I've said many times, I'm all outfitted for Harley Davidson driving a Vaquero. But right now, I'm kind of really liking this bike. First of all, I always liked the way it looked, because it's water cooled, and the way they shrouded the radiator here is really makes it looks great. It's one of the best looking of the baggers, I think. But anyway, and now it's running really well, very strong after being dynoed. Has that power management thing in it, and running well. All right, so we're back on Palisades, which is actually Route 9, I believe, onto Route 6. Said this before, I've been on US 6 West, 6 East, a couple thousand miles from here in Utah, as US 6 goes over across the entire United States. And, amazing how much I've traveled around. Amazing to me. Other people do it routinely, but it's also amazing just how many roads we have here. So this beautiful Bear Mountain area. Something wrong. What in the hell happened? Oh, they're all trying to get go this way. There's the bridge. So as long as we're stopped, there's the famous Bear Mountain Bridge. I don't know if that's Sugerloaf Mountain or not, but these mountains here are so pretty. Uh-oh, something's closed. part going to West Point is closed. You know, that might be the problem. It's just the right lane closed ahead. Got a good glimpse of the George Washington Bridge, and it looks like it's raining up here, or about to. So this is the 86 Black Hawk Infantry Division Memorial Highway, and they're still doing construction here, and have been doing it for years. I've been all up and down here, not just a motorcycle, but doing photography stuff on foot. And there's the bridge there. Spectacular view. We'll see that on the way back. Fort Montgomery. So again, with the dyno tuning, and even without it, I'm going in overdrive. Only 2,000 RPM as we go up this long hill. Police station there. Route 9W. So here's the West Point Golf Course. Here's the junction with 218. And I must tell you, this is a spectacular couple miles, 3-4 miles of road. It's not like you could road race it, or I'm not a road racer, but I have gone around this briskly with a number of different bikes. Most recently with a Sportster. That was over a year ago. West Point, this is the back end of West Point, or the northern part of it, the campus. The golf course is to the right. Here's the U.S. Mint, West Point Washington Gate, where hopefully he will get off, but he's not. So I'm going at a pretty good clip. There are the gates. There's the West Point gate, but here's the gates when they close this off. Hey, it did go. That's really good. Have this thing just in 5th gear. And shift a little bit, but this is should be working. I'm going to check my mirror right here. Yep, it's working. Alright, so this is probably the single nicest piece of road, you know, within a one-day, probably one of the nicest pieces of road, period, but within easy reach of, for me, for a day trip. Probably gone only about 50 miles. I don't think I've gone 50 miles, actually. I didn't reset the tripodometers. I think it's more like 40, 45 miles to this point. This does have a little bit better lean angle available to it for whatever reason, because this is a slam bike, than other Harleys that I've ridden. Very rough road here. It's been a little while since I've been here. This is a lot of fun going up here. Again, first time ever that I've recorded video plus the audio, where the audio could actually be heard. Even though I hear a lot of wind noise, it usually comes out a little bit better in the recording. And I like a little wind noise. I don't want it perfectly clear as if I'm in a studio. I mean, sometimes all you hear is the voice. You don't hear anything from the sound of the motorcycle or whatever it is. Going down a third. Look at this cliff. So I'll do a U-turn and come right back up this. So this, you know, I'm comparing it. I have a lot of clips on YouTube of other bikes, this has more power than the other bikes I've had, the other cruisers I've had. Absolutely. This sucker's got real power. Made more evident. You know, I've forgotten about the backfiring, which tells you something about the effectiveness of the dyno tuning. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but I don't think you can catch the river there. Gear indicator is nice to have. So Vaquero is absolutely a very good choice for a bagger. It is comfortable, and if tuned correctly, plenty of power. Capable of going way faster than my skills. I have it in fourth gear. Fourth gear, climbing up a steep hill like this, and just zoom up it, man. That's torque. Low down grunt at 2,000 RPM. And it sounds better than it did before. But look how beautiful this is. Forget about everything else. Just look at that. As I said, if you go on the East Coast, this is one of the greatest sights there is. This and the Manhattan skyline from the Hudson River on the opposite side of New Jersey. But look at this. It's freaking beautiful. There's the lookout. Stop there plenty of times in the car. We'll go a little slower here. Look at that. Look at that valley. Man, that might be the Tappan Zee Bridge up there. I don't know if you can see it, but I think it is. And coming down the other side here of Storm King. And the name of the town is very nice that we're going to dump into here. Well, the road will dump us out. But not going too fast, just taking it easy. But it rains here, it's wet. It's giving a good account of itself, the Vaquero. Meanwhile, keeping you comfy all the time. I have the radio blaring. I'm not slouching so you can see over the windscreen. I can give this person a lot of credit. They're probably from the same route I just did, but running. Holy moly. I can make a U-turn right here. Look at those guys. Oh, that's not going to be good. My going back, that is not going to be good, because they will actually block the road. So should I not go back and maybe take, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I would like to go back though and take the, go back real quick, go all the way around that circle again. Maybe I'll leave that for another day and go over the Bear Mountain Bridge. I gotta try that, so I gotta find a U-turn here someplace. And I'll be back. See, I do get some detonation, decel popping below 1500, so slow speeds and so forth, like right there. But it's compared to what it was, it's much better. I am really, what a world of difference. I keep saying this, that the dyno tuning made, and I could probably get it more fine-tuned for not much money. Let's see, I think this is good enough. So let's continue to follow 218, do something a little bit different. And in the process, I know where this goes because I've been on here. In fact, I have a video clip of this. Because I used to come down this way to do videos of the trains. I forget whether it was CSX or Norfolk Southern. that has trains the west side bank of the Hudson River, and I used to come down this far. In fact, I used to come down here with the car so long ago. I still had one of the dogs, or both. I used to come here on weekends when I was really into photographing the trains. Still pictures with digital, but also with like an F100 Nikon. I can get off into another subject about how much I miss the F100 or F3 and the whole film thing, large format. I do miss it. Alright, gotta show you this too. There's a lookout, but it's on the other side. This is, if you look over to the left, you'll see some of the places we just went, but you can't really see it. But even down here, it's just so pretty. Yeah, not going fast. The van just blew by me, so I'm not going real fast. There are some people, though. I have this theory about men in minivans and women in SUVs, and it seems like men in minivans just want to pretend they're in a Corvette or some race car, and usually pretty aggressive drivers with their minivans. Same thing with women in SUVs that just feel like they're in something like a big vehicle, and they're controlling. They like to be aggressive. Men in minivans and women in SUVs, just watch out for them and just observe that. It's stereotyping that I'm proposing. Town of Highlands. So I think I'll probably run out of battery before I get to the Vaquero Mountain Bridge. Trying to parcel out the power. I'm going a goodly amount of miles per hour here. I'm not going slow. This is what I want you to see. Although, see, it's hazy out there. It's hazy, and let's not look. I don't want to look at it so much that I wind up going off the road here. But that's part of this Hudson River Valley. It's just beautiful. And now, in an even greater scale, if you're driving from from Tahoe to Virginia City in Nevada, part of that road is a little bit like this, where you're going up and down, and there's these, in those cases, these huge mountains that you're going through. It's in terms of mountains, it's even more spectacular than this. Nevada's one of those states that I find really beautiful, but it doesn't have the river valley this thing does. So once you get to the really near the Hudson River, and you obviously see I have this thing about rivers, especially the Hudson River, because I think the walkway facing Manhattan from the New Jersey side, all the way from Liberty State Park to the George Washington Bridges, probably the most, I don't know, it's got to be one of the best rides, bicycle rides you can take. Even if you're into mountain biking and single track, but just as rides go and how interesting and absolutely beautiful the scene is, you're not going to get much better than that. Now the reason I slipped over here to the state to the right is so I could go right over this bridge. Traffic coming back. No. Easy passer. Alright. I had to just show this though. It appears to be working. Last time I came over, look at this. That has got to be one of the most beautiful sights, period. Absolutely beautiful. Hudson River Valley. And I'll tell you how many times I've been on this bridge waiting for hours. I mean, many times. I take pictures of trains coming on the east side of the river, Metro North trains or Amtrak. Beautiful freaking place. Or on the, you know, pictures on the west side. And we're going to go towards Cold Spring on 9D. You can go all the way up to Poughkeepsie. If it wasn't raining today, I think I'd go all the way up to Poughkeepsie and look at the, go to the FDR. The FDR Homestead and the Presidential Museum. So we're on 6 again. I've been on 6 in so many places. It's amazing. So here the trees, you can tell, are turning already. This is about 90 miles from where I live, but it's really, if you like train photography, it's a great place to go either by train or take, like I did, a bike or a car and then do photography up there of trains. Very busy place in Poughkeepsie. The, I don't know if it's lower, Hudson River Valley around Bear Mountain is absolutely gorgeous. So there's Sugarloaf. I did want to show you this, a little bit of history. Right to my immediate left, hidden by the undergrowth here. I've been here photographing also, is the old west side route of the 20th Century Limited, New York Central. If you've ever seen North by Northwest, part of it was, well, I don't know if it was filmed here, but he was on the 21st Century Limited, Cary Grant, Eva Marie Saint. Across through these trees, you're going to miss it, is where we just were, up over Storm King on the left there. My finger's pointing, you can actually see the cutout where the road is, up and over Storm King, and how high up it is. And I believe this is Sugarloaf. And a very famous kind of scene of these, the highway, the rail highway. I think it used to be 4 tracks. I'm not sure what it is now. Metro North is there now, and Amtrak, but it was New York Central. It's main line to Chicago. The west side, the water level route. And this is so famous on model railroads, and there's an awesome tunnel right there. There's Storm King right to the left. We're just there. Tracks down below. And I believe this is Sugarloaf. So, how about that? And burst of light on video, probably. And we can go left here. They're selling stuff. Can go left and park and sneak a picture of a train flashing by. I actually saw a diesel, an old diesel painted in the colors of New Haven that I have up on Flickr. All right, looks like we're doing all right. Oh, it feels great with the windshield on my face shield on my full face helmet open. Oh man, I'm telling you, there's a huge difference in the last 24 hours, and it does feel more like fall. I mean, very late summer, early fall. It does feel like that. September is usually one of the nicest. September and May are usually some of the nicest months going, and this September has not been. It's been really hot, humid. This could be Little Stony Mountain for all I know, but I think it's Sugarloaf. And it's just a classic thing you see on Putnam County. You see, yeah, there's, too bad there's no trains. There, damn it, that would have been nice if there were trains coming through. But now I know, park the car and walk. I've done it before, but if I ever get a chance, I'll come up. I would like to do a lot more train photography than I've done in a while. There is a little bit of stretch here that I think, yeah, you could see if there was a train coming right alongside here. This side, I only see 2 rails there, might be more. Very famous west side main line up the Hudson River and crossing, going over to Chicago for trains like the 20th Century Limited. Darn it, the trains, I would have wished they had the trains passing by. That would have been so cool. Town of Cortland. So this is Cortland, New York. This has a train station in it. And here we are. Hope we're still working. Then my old friend Route 6, which is absolutely beautiful. Following this out all the way to Scranton is nice. And you have to make way and share the road. Including with cars coming down. Okay. Look at that. Is that absolutely beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you ask me places I've seen towards the East Coast, which we are now, especially in this area, but even for the entire East Coast, if this isn't the number one area right behind me here for scenic beauty, it's right up there. Absolutely beautiful. Then there's other things like the Finger Lakes, which I haven't gone to in years and years. Watkins Glen, just stunningly beautiful place. New York State is gorgeous. Right, let me get going here. This thing's got going. I'm in 4th gear. Yeah, it's bumpy, all right. I'm going to keep it in 4th gear. We're already up to 50 plus. 5th gear. This is impressive. Impressive gains in usable torque and horsepower. Right down. I'm still only in the low 2000s on the RPM scale, doing over 50 miles an hour in 5th gear. It's impressive. It's a pretty steep hill too. So right now, pretty satisfied. The old Vaquero